The story of Idleforde Junction begins in the English North Midlands at the Bassetlaw and North Nottinghamshire Railway Society in the 1990s. It was indeed a magnificent model representing Retford Station on the East Coast Main Line, plus a little bit of Sheffield Victoria's overhead electric line which went through the Woodhead Tunnel to Manchester. The layout was widely exhibited at the time, winning many accolades. However, when the club had to vacate its premises, the layout had to go, and it travelled all the way south to Spain. In fact, to a small village called Culebron, and to this building here, which in 2007 housed the Rocky Mountain Model Railway Exhibition. My own visit there had absolutely nothing to do with model railways. I was on a trip with my local classic car club, my head full of cars, not trains. That was all about to change, however, once I experienced the thrill of seeing the magnificent layouts in the exhibition. I used to have that one as a double O. Very impressive. You're in your element. I know, it's lovely, isn't it? I could do with one of these at home. Well, you know what happened next, don't you? I was irresistibly drawn back into the exhibition with the question, when you expand the main layout, what will you do with the smaller ones? Sell them, came the reply. And as they say, the rest is history. A few weeks later, in the spring of 2007, transit van at the ready, the move commenced. And that's the end of the first day's dismantling. Well, it's a few weeks actually since we picked the railway up, and it's now residing here in Cap Marty in pieces, covered with dust sheets. And I'm afraid it's going to stay like this for another couple of months until we can get the time to commission it. So no more news for the time being. Idleforde Junction was originally built as a DC model railway, the sort of thing that we all grew up with many years ago, going from 0 to 12 volts and back again to run locomotives. Probably in the early days, DCC, digital command control, would not have been available, and the layout needed 3 people to operate it. I, of course, am only one, and so my first task was to make the layout operable by one person, and DCC was the way forward. I knew nothing of that, but I learned fast. DCC wiring requires multiple droppers connecting the track to the main power bus, so I made up a resistance solderer using a second-hand transformer from eBay, and a couple of wooden clothes pegs. The droppers are connected to the power bus using Scotch lock connectors. It was probably overkill, but I did several hundred such connections. The resistance solderer was an absolute godsend. For my control system I chose the ESU ECOS, and this worked superbly to get the locomotives up and running, once they'd been converted, of course, from DC to DCC, using the appropriate decoders. Between 2008 and 2017, the layout was housed in the underbuild of my villa in Havia. However, in May of 2017, a group of friends met to discuss the foundation of a local model railway club, and later that year we were fortunate to have been able to find and to rent a large clubhouse in the nearby town of Teolada. Idleforde Junction was duly transferred to Teolada to join two other layouts in the new home of the Marina Alta Model Railway Club. The DCC system was being continuously refined to give greater operational sophistication, and by 2020 we had equipped the layout with train controller software running on a Windows PC with a large monitor to show the layout in operation. Soon, of course, we had also equipped several of our locomotives with sound decoders. This progressed by 2023 to twin monitors showing not only the track plan but also the locomotive throttles and the schedules. Later on in 2023 we decided to add another upper level terminus station to allow shuttle schedules between Idleforde End and the new station. Largely due to the passage of time, Idleforde Junction unfortunately became unreliable. The boards were beginning to sag due to the large changes here in Spain in temperature and humidity. In addition, it was clear that the club needed a new project to keep the members fully occupied. So with some regret, the decision was made to dismantle and recycle Idleforde Junction. A4 Golden Plover piloted the last train to pass through the station on the 12th of February 2024.